I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. The caller identified himself as a detective, and basically just said, is this Mike Fecht? And I said yes, and he said, is this Shani Fecht's husband? And I said yes. There's been an accident. And I said, okay, she's okay. And then he said, she's been shot. And I said, but she's been shot? Shot? But she's okay, she's okay. No, I'm sorry, she's dead. That's it. She's dead. And then the rest of that conversation in terms of finding out, what had happened and how she had been shot and who she'd been shot by, that just a completely different level of insanity. That was my nuclear bomb. That was my ground zero. That was my losing everything, moment. I lost my wife. I lost my best friend for 10 years. I lost my definition for who I was as a man, as a father, as a stepfather. My faith. Really lost faith and trust in just about anything. The day that I came home, I found her journal on the nightstand, and there was an empty journal that had never been written in that was on the kitchen counter. When I looked in her journal and I opened it up, her last entry was from the night before it was on the last page of the journal. Shani's last entry finished her journal. And she had a blank journal waiting that had never been written in on the kitchen counter. And I knew that was mine. And anybody, that's yours, that's yours, that's yours. So the day after her memorial, I started writing in that journal. And I haven't stopped. If I was going to be here, I wanted to experience happiness. I wanted to experience peace. It was like, just get to the mat. If I could have just a moment of peace, then I knew that time could expand. I could have moments. I could put moments together. I just wanted to know it was possible to experience that. I believed that it was. I had faith that that I could. But at that point, it was just all theory. It's all theory. It's all philosophy until you get tested. She gave me all the tools. It was really just using the tools to get through losing her that led to this. Like, here you go. This is the way I lived my life. This is what I've done. Okay, here's your journal, so you better be writing. All right, I already gave you your yoga mat. There's your practice. You got a whole library full of books, so go ahead and read those. And by the way, I earmarked all of them for you too. So if you ever need something to go to, just go ahead and open a book to one of these pages that I've marked and you'll be fine. If 3 years after having experienced the greatest loss that I hope to ever experience in this lifetime, I can be in a place like this. I can be remarried, I can be very happy, I can be completely in love. I can still be dealing with stuff from that loss, but dealing, and living my life, then, what could it do for somebody that's just having a rough day?
Inhale, come up through Warrior Two, straighten the front leg, extended triangle, shift the torso forward.
That's where the sense of purpose started to come in. And this is going to help people. The situation, what Shani's life, my life, whatever this whole thing is, it has to help people.
Inhale, just slowly roll yourself back up.
It's an honor, it's a blessing. Every opportunity I get to work with someone on a yoga mat, is an opportunity to give back to what I get to experience every single day.
When I reached that point of deciding that wasn't an option, that there was no checking out, that what I really decided was that I wanted to live the highest quality of life that I possibly could. But even at that point, that's just hope, right? Like, all I could invest in was hope. It was just the idea that things could get better. And 3 years later, in now teaching yoga for full time for a year, and that my whole life and everything has changed as a result of really kind of just surrendering to my practice. You know, if we're practicing, if we're on our mat and we're practicing and we're using that as an opportunity to let go of those things, then when the big things come through in life, they don't sweep us off our feet.
I think a lot of times in my message, it can come across as this idea that yoga is just a coping mechanism. You know, at the same time, what it's allowed me to do is it's allowed me to experience what it is and feel what it is to be fully happy and to be in love and to feel all of those things, the good things in life, on a level that I never knew that I could feel it either. Dude, I can tell you this, I'm grateful that that I hung in there long enough to see this place, because I could have bailed so many times, and I wanted to, so badly, you know. This is a really good place to be in.
Nicholas was born on August 19th. He's just brought a lot of healing into the world with him, not only for myself, but for my family. I had this experience where when I held him and I looked at him and I realized, you know, here he is, just brand new. You know, my past and my history, if that's going to be a part of his life, then that's my choice. And I'm going to do everything I can to choose not to bring that into his life. And in letting go of all of that, for him, it's freeing for me. It's still a practice, it's still work. You still have to do it every single day. You still have to choose that. But with him around, it makes it a lot easier to choose that. To wake up every morning and go, I have Nick, I have Barb, got my yoga practice. I share that practice with other people in a journal. And that gets me through my day, and I'm totally grateful and thankful for that. I mean, enough that it makes me emotional just thinking about it. And that's the gift through all this, you know, that it's love that's gotten me through.